Hello. Let's play Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. This is Behemoth, aka Begamot, or Behemoth, or Jormungandr, or a bunch of different names over the years. Most recently, I have actually gone under my real name on my blog, which has been a little interesting. I'll probably post this on there. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna play this video game, Final Fantasy Tactics, because I think it's one of the best games ever made. Oops. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing the new version just to see what this is like. And even though it does have these new graphics, which are kind of smoothed versions of the old sprites, which is normally is a thing that I really don't like. But frankly, I think this just looks pretty good. I think it's the best version of this sort of thing I've ever seen, maybe? That I'm gonna try it out. Maybe I'll hate it. I don't know. Maybe I will. Also, it has voice acting, which seems interesting. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's been a long time since I played it, though. Yeah, I think the last time was the version on the PSP, War of the Lions. Ugh, man, that was a bad version. I'll talk about that more later. Yeah, this is the first tactical RPG that I ever played, for sure. God, I can't believe they kept this opening video the same. That's hilarious. This is exactly what it was like on the PlayStation 1 back in the day. Just a bunch of weird CGI imagery. And then the title. Well, that's different. But anyway. Oh, you can't just go back to sleep. Alright. Let's get into it. Ooh, I can play Tactician mode. No, I'll probably just play normal. I generally go for the normal version. Unless a game is promising to be very difficult or something, and then I'll play on easy. Because life's too short. But yeah. Let's just play on night. Ooh. That's my birthday. Well. Might as well enter my real one. Why not? Alright. Yep. Sounds good.
I am Arazlam J.D. For the greater part of my life, I have been a student of Ivalice's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land. But, as we well know, what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, Ramza Beowulf, the youngest son of House Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage. However, according to the Jirai papers, which had long lain concealed in church archives, this forgotten young man was, in fact, the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order, an inciter of unrest, who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly. Which of these two accounts is to be believed? Join me
Well,
now in my search to uncover the answer. The truth.
I have my suspicions. No, but I've played this game a couple times, several times before. I played it on the PlayStation 1 back in the day. Had a disc. Not like the super rare original version of it, but the greatest hits they put out later. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Played it probably in the early 2000s. Games used to last longer back then. Well, I suppose they last an incredibly long time now. Look at this, I'm playing a game that's 27 years old. Silly nostalgia. I don't want to fall too far into that, you know? I think this is just a good game, Frank. But yeah, we see right from the start some of the interesting fictional things going on here, where the events of this game are based on the secret history of what really happened, which has been suppressed from mainstream knowledge in this universe. It's sort of the real truth that was hidden in some fragmentary, papers that were hidden away somewhere. About Ramza and Delita. I've never quite been sure if that was the right way to pronounce his name. That's this guy. But, well, I guess now I have it. Very excited for the voice acting in this game. That's gonna be fun. There's some names in this game. Yeah. Man. I remember the original version of this opening cinematic was like one of the craziest things that everyone was super impressed with back in like the 90s. And it was just like, I don't think it's that impressive compared to a lot of other Square CG from the 90s. The ones in the mainline Final Fantasy as well were really cool. I think it's more the way that this like leads directly into the first thing that happens that people are most impressed with. As we'll see in a few seconds. This is totally remade, of course. I think this is even remade. Is this just the one from War of the Lions? This is kind of the style they had for that. They might just be reusing that. But no, I think that had a slightly different look to it. I'm not sure. Oh, this is Orban? Huh, you know...
Oh, Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice.
You come back here later and
Deliver
things
us from
are,
our sins.
they're pretty different.
Salvation.
Anyway, I'll shut up.
Lady Ovelia, it is time.
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
Your escort has already arrived.
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend, but you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
You got Tanner's men?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then, to battle.
Deliver us, O Lord.
They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad.
You there, wench! It is useless to resist. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
A head on a saw? These swords of Goltana, lack wits one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Ramsar, with me.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, man, I'm looking at these graphics, and
Kill them all! Leave no man standing!
they are pretty interesting.
You would have us slaughter them. Are you mad? Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands.
I find dead men rout more easily.
Huh.
My turn.
Ah, yeah, good old Gafgarian. Hey, how to move around. Oh, oh my god. So, this thing with the combat timeline on the side here. So first of all, we are only controlling Ramza in this battle, which is, like, crazy. And is kind of annoying. Okay, how do I... No... I want to... Oh, there we go. We just use the left stick. Okay. Yeah. Getting the feel for some of the controls here. Yeah, it's a funny thing. There used to be so many of these isometric games. And it was always a pain to figure out what, like, the right... I'm using the D-pad to move around, and, like, what the right way to have the D-pad set up was. Because, like, if it's not right, like, I'm pushing down moves it this way. And if it's not right, it feels crazy. It's, like, impossible to move, like, go to the right place easily. I think you can also just use the stick, and it just, like, works normally, of course. But I'll probably be using this a lot. Okay, yeah. We can do speed up with that. Yeah, that shows names and health bars. That's nice. Anyway, yeah, this timeline on the left side of the screen, that's new. In the old game, I believe you had to... can you not even do that anymore? Oh man, that's weird. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have Ramza move, like, right here. No, I wanna... Is it not gonna let me just, like, move the cursor around the battlefield? That's so weird. Oh, you have to push X. Okay, there we go. Right, okay. Oh, that even lets you look at it. This was, like, hidden in a menu before. You could look at it, and it was just, like, a list of everyone's name. So you would have to come over and look like, okay, this random archer's name is Wesley. Then you have to open up. You have to open up... Oh, man, they don't even have that. This is... So, okay, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. This works so differently. It's going to take some getting used to. Can you not... Okay, yeah, they just show you that way. Interesting. You can look at every enemy unit's, you know, stats and equipment and stuff, which is important. You can even look at their abilities. Oh, yeah, nice. This guy doesn't have shit, which makes sense, because they don't want them to be too tough this early on. Can these archers even charge? I wonder. They can just do one. Okay. And they call it AIM now. Nice. Anyway, what I was saying, like, 5 minutes ago, the graphics in this game are so interesting to me. Because they're like, it reminds me of what they're, it's not HD 2D, but it reminds me a lot of what they're doing with HD 2D. Which is that they are, like, they are making something that looks like how you remember these old games looking, rather than making something that looks like how they actually did look. Although, I will say, they did include... Yeah, you can use abilities. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. They did include... Oh, man, he doesn't have that? Oh, okay. I was going to try and do something clever, but I'm just going to, like, charge in and, like, hit this guy. And just attack. Could, like, throw a rock, but no, that's silly. Yeah, I'll just attack. Just hit this guy with a sword. Which will, if it hits, kill him.
I have you now! I can't go.
Nice. I feel like, was Ramza, like, way weaker in the original version of this? I don't remember killing dudes in one hit in this battle. But I wouldn't be surprised if they made this a little less boring. Because my memory of this battle in the original version is it could take, like, a while. Sometimes it would take, like, 20 minutes or something. Just because all the enemies were kind of evenly powered. And it was just, like, you were just beating on each other for a while. Oh, boy. Lezalas is gonna hit me for 36.
To proceed.
That's fine. Ramza's got a lot of HP, apparently. And Deesh is gonna shoot one of our knights. That's fine. Fuchs is going to hit another one of our knights for a little bit of damage. That's fine. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, these graphics, it looks like how, like, the old graphics would look without, like, the pixelization.
By divine will unencumbered, by darkness empowered, Shadow Blade.
Hell yeah.
Well.
How those games would look, how they were, like, intended to look back then. In the same way that HD 2D always felt, to me, like it was basically trying to...
life. Cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end! Judgment Blade!
Hell yeah. To, like, reproduce the effect of looking at a CRT screen and, like, getting that kind of fuzzy, indistinct appearance. Yeah, facing matters in this game. It's a lot easier to hit enemies from the back, or for you to be hit from the back.
No.
Nice. We've already almost won this battle. That's funny. The actual first battle is not going to be this fast, let me tell you. Yeah. I'll just kill this guy.
It's over!
Get fucked. Man, the other thing that's very striking right from the start... Oh shit, here. I'll be quiet.
No. Lady Ophelia.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess.
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
This cannot be.
Delita. He lives. But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
Alright.
Records of the hero Delita Hyrule
first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors. Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Gariland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
Wait, this was only a year earlier? Ha! Oh man, how did I never realize that? It's the Academy. That's how you know it's old-timey times.
Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
The Corpse Brigade again.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder? Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Oh? Do tell.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Gariland.
Duke Larg? Why?
Not just the Duke. The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in! The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Egros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your act fight with honor and trust in your steel. Twould seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Gariland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
Well, all right. Getting right into it. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, they're making this more of a formal thing now. In the original game, there were just some characters in your party you couldn't control. And that was it. No ifs and or buts about it. Oh, yeah, the world map. I love the world map in this game. Like, it's just cool looking, and I love how it works. You just moving between little nodes like this. Where's the Academy? There we can save. Sure. Create a new save. Haven't even done anything yet. But, okay. Wait, can I not? Okay. No, they're not going to give me that yet, I guess. Access to the roster of, Okay, that's how you zoom out. I see. Oh, yeah. So, it turns out what we saw in the opening is sort of our starting in media res, which is why Ramza was like level 9. And he was already enemies with his old friend Delita, the hero in history. And man, some detail I don't remember being like very clear at all in the original version is that so Ivalice lost a war and like is paying reparations, which seems like a crazy thing for like a medieval setting like this. And man, there was like that happened in another game I played recently in Trails in the Sky, Trails Through Daybreak. Part of the background of that in one of the previous games in that extremely long series is that there was a war between the country you're in and this other country, and that country lost and was like paying reparations back. But, you know, in here it's just like, I guess the idea is more that, you know, this is the cause of all this unrest, which makes sense. Yeah, Magic City of Gariland, home to the Royal Academy for the Magical Arts, famous for producing Elidibus, mage hero of the 50 Years' War. And the 50 Years' War is, of course, a thing that is like, you know, evoking all of those famous wars of the medieval and Renaissance periods of Europe, the 10 Years' War, the 100 Years' War, etc., etc. Kind of going in between those two, come to think of it. Yeah, where we're starting at, the Royal Military Academy at Gariland. Boasting 700 years of history, many students graduate from this prestigious institution with aspirations to become great leaders. Okay. I had also kind of assumed that these were like in the same place in the original. I think it literally just like throws you right into this battle. So let's go jump right into this battle. It's nice that they let you save though. That's probably good. In between that prologue bit. But yeah, I got interrupted again by myself. But yeah. Nice. Hold RT to switch to tactical view. Interesting. Yeah. Classic Final Fantasy Tactics thing. So yeah, this is this new thing where you can just look at it from above like this. A lot of people are saying this is like, oh, this is such a big game changer, but I don't think I'm gonna use it very much. Because I feel like one of the things about this game is that the height of terrain is really important. It's like you need to know that there's like a big drop-off between those two, which is completely hidden if you're doing that, you know? Like, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna talk more about some of that stuff in the future. Okay, so here are my starting units. I'm gonna want to stop here and take a look at these folks to really get a feel for it, because this is one of the famous things about this game. Is one of my favorite things is that you have like story characters like Ramza, who's in like every battle you fight, every story mission, of course. But then you have just generic units, just regular recruits, who are, I guess in this case, your classmates at this military academy you were at. And you start the game with a bunch of them, and later on you can like go recruit people, and they're all sort of randomly generated. Ramza is always the same, I believe. And the stats that I'm really looking at here aren't like the combat stats. I'm looking at bravery and faith, which you can see underneath the MP bar there. Ramza has 70 and 70, which is pretty good in both. Not bad. And he is I do not know my zodiac symbols. Ah, shoot. That's a problem. Oh well, I'm not going to pay too much attention to the zodiac stuff because it is wildly complicated, and it only matters in like some extreme edge cases. That's funny. Those guys have the same sign. Yeah, the zodiac symbol is the little one up in the corner of their portrait. But yeah, this guy's got, so Frederick here has got 69 faith, 69 bravery, nice, and 64 faith, which is pretty damn good. That's almost as good as Ramza. And the way that bravery and faith work, oh, this guy's even better though. 72 bravery, 49 faith. the way bravery and faith work is really interesting. And it's one of the wildly, like, simulationist things about this game that a lot of similar tactics games don't include, and certainly didn't include back then. Oh man, other than these two guys, everyone else's brave and faith kind of sucks. That's a shame. I might need to go recruit some different people after this battle. Yeah, especially her. Felice, I'm sorry, you're just not destined to be a soldier, it turns out. Ugh, yeah, especially for a chemist, 49 faith is terrible. Because, yeah, basically, so the idea here is, we start off with 4 squires and 2 chemists. And squires are like the starting point for every like, physical attacking job. A squire lets you become I believe it's a knight or an archer, basically, after that. There's like a whole map of the jobs and how you unlock them and stuff that gets kind of complicated.
Take the fight to him.
But yeah, we only get to pick 4 people here, and the enemies are kind of tough, as I recall. So, I should probably take... Yeah, I'll take that chemist. Where is Delita gonna be? That's the question. I think he's over here. Should I take 2 chemists? I think I should. I don't know. This chemist is so bad, though. But yeah, anyway, yes, what I was saying about bravery and faith. So bravery is like the unit's bravery. It determines how good they are at, like, activating random physical abilities. And, like, dealing damage, and, like, it affects accuracy, and I think defense, too. Like, how much damage you take from physical attacks. It's everything to do with that. And faith is the same for magical attacks. And also magical healing. So, like, if you have less faith, you get healed less by healing spells, which can be a real problem if a character has extremely low health, but it can also be a real boon, because a character with low faith will not be hurt by spells and won't be affected by negative spells.
Here I go.
But yeah, I think that looks good. Let's take these people. And I mean, it doesn't matter that much in these early...
Here. Little moppets, is it? Our luck's turned for the better. All right, lads. Cut through these and we're as good as flint. Make quick work of them. And don't be leaving no squealers behind.
Yeah, in these early goings, like, it doesn't matter that much, actually.
Neither.
And, like, re-rolling random recruits to try and find someone with good stats is, like, it's annoying, and I probably won't even bother doing it. But it's more just, it's helpful to have a good baseline. Having people, like, around the middle is actually probably better, because, as I said, there are some situations where you want to have lower faith.
Careful, Ramza. Remember, the well-aimed thrust pierces the mail.
Yeah, man, I get it.
Patronize me, Delita. We Beowulfs know our way around the battlefield.
Beowulf, was it? Heir to the noble house, Beowulf, I'd wager. Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn moppets are still moppets.
Lay down your arms or die clutching them. None will mourn your passing.
Is that right? You're in far over your little heads.
Alright, I guess we're killing these guys. Cool. So, yeah. It doesn't matter a ton in the early going here. I'll just have Ramza over here, and have him kill this guy, probably... 20. That's pretty good. Yeah. This is this little thing down at the bottom. It tells you, like, what's gonna happen if you click attack. In this case, Ramza's gonna do 20 damage. Guaranteed. There's not even a chance that he'll miss. because I'm attacking from the side, and like this guy is also just a squire, so he doesn't have any fancy abilities or anything, so we're just gonna like beat him up. Should be fine. Yeah, sounds good. And with every action that a character takes... Whoa, you can control other people. What? You mean this whole game isn't about controlling this one guy? Man, I keep trying to move the camera with the shoulder buttons, even though that's not how it works in this game. It's just can I hit this guy? No, that's going to hit Ramza. Another simulationist thing, but I can't hit this guy. Let's just throw a rock at him. Heck. Okay. Yeah, I gotta remember, this is a modern game now. The camera controls are on the other stick. Okay. Him crowd in over here. Can I throw a rock at him from here? Yes, I can. Nice. Can fit in between those. But yeah, like, another of the cool little simulationist things going on here is that, like, projectiles have to have a clear, like, line to their target, you know? It's gotta be like, I'm just not gonna have this guy do anything. That's fine.
Here I go!
They have to, like, have a path that they can travel in physical space to get to their target. Otherwise, like, if it just hits a wall or a piece of the scenery, it won't do anything. Or, you know, if it hits someone else, it'll affect them, too. Whoops, no, I don't want to attack. I want to use a potion on Delita here, because he got her.
Stay one, please.
Chemists have two very important abilities in the early going. That means, like, basically everyone is going to want to be a chemist, at least a little bit. One is they have the ability to throw items. Everyone else is limited to only using items on the person directly next to them. But they just toss it on over there. Say, here, buddy.
I'll give my all.
I'll handle this.
Toss this,
Ready.
Ooh, interesting. They can throw items at a short distance or at a longer distance later on. And they also are how you unlock the ability to use items at all, actually. Because if you just like try to use an item with the Ramza or one of these squires or whatever, you can't. Even if you have them in your inventory, you have to learn the ability to use an item. That is the thing you have to go and spend JP on. And it's one of the things about this game that is like, there is no free lunch. The only free ability that anyone ever gets is like, you start with like, if you recruit someone as a squire, they start with like potion and whatchamacallit. And wait, no, that's my ally. What am I doing? I need to swing the camera around because I want to move right here. Actually, I wonder if he should. Should Ramza just like chase this guy down? I don't know. Or go kill a chemist. I could go kill the chemist. Well, Delita will probably chase that guy down next turn. Yeah. I think I'll just have him do the easy thing. Kill this guy. Well, not kill him. Hurt him badly. Yeah, that's fine. And then you get to... Oh, man, he can't quite move close enough. Well, that's fine. You know, actually, I wonder, can he throw a rock up here from there? No, he can't. Okay. Let's have him move right here, and then throw a rock. Because he can't actually move close enough to, like, just attack her normally, but he can throw a rock. Nice. Yes. Job experience. Yes.
Forward.
Oh, yeah. I just noticed this guy's name is Willie Elmas. That's incredible. Okay, just like attack this guy. Just kill this guy. Cool. Bloody hell. Yeah, I gotta say, okay, one of the things that I'm noticing about this game is it is a little jarring, I'm gonna say, just how British it is. That is like, that feels extremely different from how the original game was. That game did not have people speaking in phonetic accents at all, as this one doesn't. But it was just like regular text. And so it's a little bit, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just a little jarring.
Allow me to help.
To have characters being extremely British in this game. Yeah, he's gonna hit him, that's fine.
Me then.
Yeah. All the bloody L's and all the Gafgarian being... Yeah, that's interesting.
No.
It's gonna take some getting used to, I think. Yeah. But, I don't know, it'll be fine.
Is this where I die?
There we go.
Come on.
And interestingly, okay, characters do not instantly die when their HP hits 0. Because this is a Final Fantasy game and it's got, like, you know, Phoenix Downs and shit. So, yeah, like, characters will... Yeah, you can just kill that guy outright. Nice. Characters go into this downed state, and then, here, I wonder if I can... Can you go to just looking at the battlefield again? It's that. That's right. So we can see here, they have those little hearts above them when you get downed. And those go away once every time they would have a turn. You can see this character is still on the timeline. Alas, poor Edmund. And so if they're laying there on the battlefield for 3 turns, they will either turn into a treasure chest or a crystal. And if you go and have someone stand on the treasure chest, you get an item, obviously. And if you have someone go and stand on the crystal, you get, like, some JP and maybe an ability just, like, unlocks that character knew, which is wild. It feels like a thing that's, like, you know, it's designed to be, like, well, this character died, but you can still, like, get something from them, even though they're dead. Or you can, like, get an advantage by fighting a battle in such a way that enemy corpses stay around for a long time. And thus you can... Oh, I'll probably just have him wait so that she can heal him. Because he is very hurt. There's only one enemy left anyway, and it's that chemist. What's he gonna do? Hit me with a knife for 3 damage? I like that enemies also gain, like, experience and job points when they're attacking you. Yeah. The way this game works is that every time a character takes an action in combat, they get experience and JP. And JP is just like you use it to gain job levels and to purchase abilities. So you want that, and experience is how you gain levels. Very simple. Is there anyone hurt? No, not really. Whatever. No, you can attack. I'm gonna hit this guy. There we go. Alright, well that was pretty easy. For some reason I remember this first battle being more difficult.
In such folly.
Good question, Ramza.
Honest work would see them die old in bed. Yet they choose instead this early grave.
Well, I can see that he didn't hear the same opening narration that we did. Ramza is a bit naive at the start of this game. Hey! Oh, that's fun. Get some random drops, get some money. Gil, of course. It's a Final Fantasy game, after all. I think, was this one of the earliest games that actually used Gil?
Beowulf, a great hero who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approached the hour of his death.
What news of the war?
The Order has struck a great blow. Limbri is ours once more. 'Tis but a matter of time ere the Ordalians withdraw from Seltenia. All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled.
The envoy dispatched to treat with Advocate Lenario returned this night past. He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father.
Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me.
Father.
There now, Alma. Do you want my last memory to be of your tears?
Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side.
Zalbag, Dystarg, you are dear to me. But Ramza is no less so.
Man, names. Incredible names in this game. Barnabas. I'm pretty sure that was definitely Barnabas in the original. Yeah, they do like some weird old English stuff. And they corrected some of the translations, like that, and like there's another character later, which I really don't like the new translation. But Zalbag and Dystarg, I think they just added another A to Zalbag. It used to be Zalbag, which is the hell of a name. And then Dystarg, I was just like convinced that had to be some sort of mistranslation. Like, what the hell kind of a name is that? I don't know. Just like nobility, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, anyway.
Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, still my blood courses through his veins. Watch after him.
Lord Father!
You forget yourself, Ramza.
You have come. Good. Let me look upon your face once more.
Lord Father.
How long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the night. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path. You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other.
I will not fail you, Father.
Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is low-born, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita.
As you say, Father.
Take care of your sister. And show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight.
Oops. I think I cut off his death rattle there. But he's dead, obviously. So yeah, I sure do hope that Ramza's older brothers will also live up to this reputation of knighthood that the family line, is carrying forward. Oh, it would be terrible if they were not able to do that. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be spending a lot of time on this screen. Alright, so yeah, I really like... Both of these guys have pretty damn good stats. Frederick and Willie... How the hell... Willielmus. And Willie. Lowell is like... fine. He's like, okay. Damaris is okay. Felice is okay. Gainer is like, not good. Not good. NG, I'm gonna say, Gainer. Do better. Yeah. Status screen. Okay, this is different. And one of the things that I really liked about the original game that really got me like thinking about how games work in the original, like back when I first played this, is like the UI here, like navigating through to different abilities was like crazy in the original game. It was all just these little windows, the same little like kind of papery scroll graphic for every single one of them. They all look the same, just in different sizes and shapes and configurations with numbers on them. And like it just worked so well. You could always get to the thing you wanted. It was so easy to like navigate and get to the different parts of it. And like this is obviously better because it's like, oh, that's interesting. You can like zip people to different sets of abilities and equipment. Oh, that's fun. And yeah, so the big thing about this game is basically this over here, and the job system, of course. There's all these different jobs. There's lots of different jobs in this game. And yeah, as I was saying before, yeah, you can unlock jobs by gaining levels in other jobs. And the only ones you have by default are Squire and Chemist. And if you level Squire, you can get Knight and Archer. And if you level Chemist, you can get... Well, you can't see them here because nobody is a... Well, actually, maybe if I go to Lowell. No, they don't show there either. That's funny. Maybe you have to, like, see them for the first time? That's funny. Because, yeah, I have seen a Knight and an Archer in battle before. In that opening thing. Okay, yeah. Items. We got a bowgun. When somebody becomes an archer, we got a rod and a staff. Rods or staves are for white mages, and rods are for black mages. We got a bunch of other stuff, some armor, a bunch of random healing items. That's nice. Battle boots. These are great. You're gonna want basically everyone to have boots all the time. Every single class can equip them. They just let you move another space. And like, hell yeah, you want to be able to move as far as you can. Yeah. Oh, interesting. This is one of these new features. Yeah. The original game had like this, something similar, which was like, you could go talk to this old man who would like tell you about things in the world. And that is where the original translation of this game was the worst. It was, like, barely coherent, the explanations of, like, some of these... Oh yeah, here it is.
Comes clarity.
Master Darlavlam. What does it say? It says his name down here. Master Darlavan. Yeah.
Be sure to apply that which you learn here.
Oh yeah, this is just like all the tutorial stuff. And these things, rather than popping up as they do in a modern game, only existed in here. If you wanted to know what JP was, you had to come in here and read a half-coherent explanation of it. How do you raise your maximum HP? Well, raising a level, or equipping better armor. Yes, we're doing the classic RPG thing of like armor just gives you more HP a lot of the time. MP, increase it by gear and armor. Oh, here we go. Bravery. Courage in battle. More likely to use reaction ability. Oh, yeah, it's better for units that fight barehanded, and if you use the katana specifically. And I think maybe, like, axes, too, and some other thing. Yeah. Yeah, God. There's an extremely funny thing where, like it says here, if the unit's bravery should drop to 5 or below and remain so at the end of battle, it will leave your party permanently. If their bravery stat gets too low, they're just gonna stop being a soldier. They're just gonna, like, leave. Like, I can't handle this anymore. I can't take it. Goodbye. Yeah. Shout and steal, increase bravery, intimidate can lower it. Yeah, and there's like, there's a thing, which I will probably be doing much, much later on, where you can, some residual, if you change a unit's bravery in battle, some of it stays afterwards. I think it's like a 1-to-7 ratio, or maybe 1-to-10. So if you want to take a unit and raise their, or lower their brave or faith, you can do it. It's just, you have to kind of grind it out. You have to go into battle and use this ability to raise or lower it, like, over and over again, and do it in several battles in order to permanently change their bravery. Yeah, and then faith is the same thing. Right, do not let it get too high. If the faith gets above 95, they will leave your mercenary band to become a priest, presumably. Yes. Don't let your units get too faithful. It's a problem. Yeah, and it's the same deal here. It will gradually rise or fall. Yeah. Same thing. And this is... I was wondering if they were going to remove this, honestly, because it's, like, wild. So, those zodiac symbols, as I was saying earlier, up in the corner of the portraits, every single character in the game has one. Even monsters you fight, I believe, because everyone has a birthday. And what these do is what matters is not like what the zodiac sign any particular unit has in a vacuum. That doesn't matter. It's like what the two units that are interacting have that will affect, like, the accuracy of attacks and how much damage certain attacks do, and, like, other things like that. And it's really weird. And, like, okay, I've seen some charts for this. I didn't pay any attention to this, of course, the first time I played this game. It's like, because it's like, there's this, like, insane chart I've seen. And I think the gender also matters, because there's, like, 4 categories. Let's just take a peek at advanced. Okay. Can I, like... Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So it looks like they did remove the gender aspect, I think? Which is nice. So that doesn't matter as much. Now there's just 3 levels of, like, compatibility. Or negative compatibility. And, like, there's 5 different things that have different connections with all 12 zodiac signs. And, like, I'm not gonna fucking keep track of that. I'm just not. Like, if I was playing on hard and it, like, really mattered a lot, I would, like, be very mindful of this, but unless it becomes a problem, like, I don't really care that much. Oh yeah, we got all the jobs in here. We don't need to worry about that right now. Turn order, waiting. How to do more damage, yeah. Right. Blah, 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 blah. Elements, there's elements in this game. Elemental affinity. That mostly has to do with monsters, I believe. Yeah. Parrying and evasion can be blocked. But yeah, so, like, all this stuff was in the original game. It was just almost impossible to understand. Also, I don't believe this was in the original game. They never explained this shit anywhere. It was literally just this one that was like, hey, the zodiac signs, they do something. They sure do something. Watch out. I don't think we really need to dive into this super
understanding may lead to fresh discoveries.
right now, like, yeah, there's probably some interesting stuff in here, and it's helpful if you're playing on your own, but I know who all these people are. This is Ramza. He's our protagonist. Ramza Beowulf. Man, when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, you saw so many characters with the last name Beowulf all over the place. It was very funny. Even I had that for a while. But yeah, famously, Beowulf is like a badly translated version of Beowulf, the famous, the name of the lead character, and the name of the famous Old English poem. Which is funny because there is actually another character in the game whose name is just Beowulf. Much later. But that would have been confusing if they had kept that. And I think that this works as, like, it's kind of perfect, especially for a medieval game, because Beowulf is, like, the way that the name Beowulf would be corrupted by, like, a Norman invasion of the English-speaking country of Ivalice. You know? It's like, it makes it sound fancier. So if you were, like, still the landed gentry and that was your name, you would be like, oh, no, it's not Beowulf. It's a Beowulf. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. That's the ticket. And then, yeah, we got a bunch of other people. I believe Ramza's sister lives in the monastery, yeah. Excuse me. She's very close friends with Delita's sister. We'll find out more about that later. Yeah, these are like giving a lot of information that you get during the game later on. So I don't want to look too closely at this. State of the realm.
They have many facets.
Yeah. This is basically the stuff we learned in the intro. Yeah. This is going to shift. There's going to be a lot more going on later on. This is a cool feature that they added with they first had in Final Fantasy XVI, which had a much less complicated plot, but it was still nice to be able to keep track of everyone.
Here we may learn more of pivotal moments in history.
Okay, this is literally just like recapping everything you saw. You can go watch the scenes again. That's funny. Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
So, like, they really want to be like, hey, if you come back later, they got you covered. You can, like, just go find out what happened. But yeah, for now, people have some JP. How do you... is that stronger? I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay. Can he... Yeah. Not learned any action abilities. Yeah, so see, everyone has, like, this ability to start with, because everyone can be a chemist. Naturally. But you do not have, like, any abilities learned. How do you... Okay. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it here. There used to be a way to go from, like, assigning those to learning, but I think they've cut back on some of those connections between different UI states, which makes sense. It does make sense. So yeah, chemists have to learn every item that you want to use in battle, and some of them are quite expensive. If you want to use the remedy, which can heal any status ailment except death, you gotta pay 700 JP. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough one. Poison, blindness, silence, toad, stone, sleep, confusion, and oil. Which I believe just makes you take way more damage from fire. But he should learn potion, I think. He should learn potion. And they can also learn auto potion. This is a reaction ability. So when you take damage, you'll just use a potion that you have in your inventory. Very, very helpful, especially for mages, you know? You have to earn the ability to re-equip, to change your equipment during battle. And yeah, here, this is the innate ability of chemists. It's the ability to throw items to people within 4 tiles. Yeah, it says, within the range of 4 tiles, like a chemist, even if using a different job. So, like, if you earned enough JP, Ramza could just learn this and go around throwing items as any class. And that's the thing, is once you learn these, now I can go in and equip items here, and now he can just use items. Only someone right next to him, because he's not a chemist. But that is still incredibly useful. But yeah, Ramza has a special class here. He's got a special version of a Squire. Yeah. Which is a little different, I believe. Wait, does he not have that anymore? Yeah, Tailwind. This is like, oh, I'm kind of debating internally if I even want to get this one, because in the original game, this was an ability called Yell. And it increases, it has like pretty wide range, like 3 range, yeah. And it just makes a unit faster. Just faster. Which never wears off for the rest of that battle. It's not permanent or anything, just for that battle. But what that means, with the game, the way that this game works, is that if you just like stand there and use this a bunch, if Ramza uses this on, say, himself, and he starts getting extra turns, with every turn that everyone else gets, then he can just continue getting more and more and more speed. And he'll be running around, you know, killing every single enemy on the battlefield. Well, he's getting 3 or 4 turns for their every one. And just, like, becoming an absolute unstoppable monster. And it's like, it's one of those things that is a challenge because it's really, really good. And it's also, like, really boring to play that way. It kind of sucks. Because, like, you just spend all your time doing the same thing over and over again. You're just running around yelling or tailwinding. You know, that makes more sense to call it tailwind. But it also doesn't make as much sense because what is he doing? He's still just giving words of encouragement. But I feel like yell is a lot more evocative, you know? Yeah, whoa. Huh. Adds a hidden ability to all allied creatures. Huh, that's wild. Evasive stance. Yeah, that's interesting. JP boost is obviously a thing that everyone wants to get. Movement, just move further. That's a good basic movement ability. Good basic ability. Maybe I'll just get that. Nah, I'm gonna get Throwstone, because Throwstone is super useful. And so is... maybe I'll get Rush. I'll get South. It's good to have South. Yeah. Okay. He can actually become a Knight Turn Archer, because he's a level 2 Squire. But I'm going to keep him Squire for now. There's some more stuff we want to get there. Obviously. What is it? Frodrick. He can also become a Knight. I might have him become a Knight, actually. No, I'll probably keep him a Squire for now, because we want some more stuff here. Yeah. Yeah. I might have Willie Elmas become an Archer, though? I don't know. Nah, I'll probably just leave everyone as they are for now. I think I started with, like, a bunch of extra money, because, yeah. Settlements, you can do things in towns. Blah, blah, blah. Go to the Warriors Guild. Yeah.
Welcome. Looking to drop the new recruits?
You can recruit some new people. They have random names, which is fun. Joyce, Rosalind, Sylvie, Temperance. Temperance. That implies the existence of, like Quakers? Or, like, that there's some sort of Protestant movement to the church in this universe, that there are people running around named Temperance. That's wild. Anyway, Nicia, Radcliffe, Decima, Rose, Emily, Coulson, Miles, Rickard, Mansell, Mycenta, or Cuthbert. You can see everyone has a random Brave and Faith, and random, like, other stats too, I'm sure. Listen to voice. Do they have different voices?
I rather like this.
What's the plan?
They do.
Interesting. I'm in. Do you want some?
What is it?
Yes.
Very good.
What is it? All right.
Very well. A fine choice.
Ready. What is it? You called? What is it? What do you need? Yes? Onward. What is it?
Wow, that's funny. They added randomized voices, but you don't get to choose. Just like the stats. It's like, they have a voice. What's very funny is that looking at these recruits, a lot of them have more JP than the recruits that I have. So it might be worth grabbing someone just for that reason alone. Like Decima here has 190 JP. That's crazy. And she's extremely close to level 2. Yeah, I'm gonna recruit her.
So, you'll
Hell.
have to sell sword for the agreed fee?
Yeah.
Fits, I'm sure.
Is there aught
Nice.
else?
Anyone catch?
Maybe. I kind of want to get a different. I don't know. Is there anyone with extremely high faith? There's that guy. 69. 53, 40, 68, 650. Maybe I'll make her into a chemist. I don't know. This guy's got really high brave. Maybe I'll get Rickard too. He's got a lot of JP too. Yeah, I'm gonna get this guy.
Fair fortunes to you both. You have another task for me?
Alright, that sounds good. Okay, so let's go back in here real quick.
I'm listening.
Decima. Learn abilities. You should learn first. Oh, that's why they have more, because they didn't start with that. Okay, and then go and get in chemist. Get potion as well. Yeah. Okay. And then abilities. We'll give her items. Also, nobody has any abilities other than that. We only have one pair of boots. Only one pair of boots to go around. Oh yeah, that's another feature from the original. Can you... combat sets. Oh man, can I not do it manually? No, I can't. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I just want to remember that I want to use these two people, I guess. These new people. And yeah, I was actually thinking, I'm gonna make her... No, I'm gonna make...
I'm here.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna make her into a chemist.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think she fits better with that. I can give her fundaments there. Yeah, she gets the mithril. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, which one of these people do I want to use? I want to keep Williamus and Frederick, I think. Yeah, they're pretty good. Maybe I'll keep Damaris. And Decima and Rickers. Yeah. Gainer. I'm sorry, Gainer. Dismiss!
Well, with him.
Wait. Dismiss? How do I... What is that button?
You can call me what you like.
Is it that? No, it's not that. That's that. Oh, you have to hold it down.
Well, if that's what you want, I'm sure you have your reason.
Get out! Okay. And then Felice... I'm sorry, Felice. Your stats, they're just not very good. I think I should have unequipped people before they left, because you don't get their stuff back.
Well, if that's what you want.
Yep, there we go. And then... Low? No, I'm keeping low. Yeah, I'm keeping everyone else. Yeah, I want a good stable of, 7 people. That's good. 1 in, 1 out with those. Yeah,
Certainly.
Alright, you should learn... Oh, he does no potion. Okay. But he doesn't have items equipped. What? Okay. Okay, and how about you? Same thing, I'm guessing. Yeah, he also knows potion. Alright. You should have fundaments equipped. Everyone should have items equipped. Especially if you already learned potion. Why would you not have... Alright. That's probably enough messing around in here for now. But yeah, as you can see, that is like where you're going to be spending a lot of time as you play this game. Excuse me. Going in there and managing things, making sure everyone's the right, outfitters.
Looking for aught in particular?
It's a store where you can go to buy items. God, I love the little scene of just like, you're in a store. Ramza is looking at things and buying from a little shopkeeper. I don't know that I need anything, really.
May I help with?
There's a really cool feature, this was in the original game,
Hands with me.
where you can go to the fitting room and just like say like, hey, you got any upgrades for this person? And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And like, yeah. Broadsword. Yeah. They don't have any.
This is your
just
anything.
Yeah, and it's like convenient. Is there? Oh yeah, you can just do optimal fitting. This is like, oh my god, it is so nice being able to do this. You can just like, cause later on, like you go to a town and there's like 5 different things to upgrade for every single person. You'd have to come in here and be like, oh, okay, I guess I need like 3 broadswords and 4 staves, and like there's different categories of armor. Some people just wear clothing and some wear proper armor.
May I be of foot by all?
And like, oh, I should buy some more potions actually. Let me get like 7.
Thank you for your. May I be of? Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger now. Go to the pub. Let's go to the pub. How old are you, Ramza?
Well,
Oops, wait, what was that?
Apologies. We're not offering that service right now. Soon, though.
I wonder what that is. I don't remember. Oh, that's taking on jobs, yeah. We can't take on jobs because we are not mercenaries yet. We're just like academy students who are like going on a job to back up some people who are under siege, or just like providing security. What are we doing again? I don't know, something. The Corpse Brigade. Brigandry is on the rise across the land, and Gariland has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged. That is like one of the... I guess that's one of the Game of Thrones style old-timey-isms they're doing. They will never refer to a cart or a carriage as anything but a wain. Most incidents of this in the past 6 months are... past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said that the only good brigand is a dead brigand, and the Order of the Northern Sky... oh, man. My voice is going. The Order of the Northern Sky would like naught more than to see the brigade made corpses for true. But as yet, it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. King Ondoria III. The health of King Ondoria III has been a subject of concern since his collapse at a birthday celebration of Prince Orinus. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever has broken. Excuse me, but will yet require no less than 3 weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Luveria and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. Just imagining like Ramza sitting down at a bar and like getting this whole monologue from the drunk next to him, like, hey man, how's it going? The health of King Ondoria III is, you know. No, it's fine. The 50 years of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia's King Devon III, and his failure to name a successor. His cousin, Varroy VI, was next in line for the throne. Yeah, we're just in general Europe. You know, it's like, it's fantasy Europe. They got all kinds of different names. Don't even worry about it. People have British accents, but, you know, it's like fantasy town. However, King Denamda II of Ivalice, the uncle of Devan III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalia province of Zelmonia, formerly an independent state. Yeah, we got some Crusader Kings shit going on here. Formerly an independent state, it had been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice has since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, though increasingly severe oppression and political purges enacted by Ordalians stifled Zelmonia's bid to regain independence. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zelmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand in liberation. After a victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on to the Ordalian capital of Viora. As fate would have it, Denamda II succumbed to a fatal illness on the road. Ain't that always the way? The momentary confusion amongst Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Varroy VI succeeded in pushing Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the Romandan army's invasion 2 years hence. Romanda, a powerful military lying across the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Varroy VI. Jeez, it's like there's fucking... It's like it's fucking, fantasy World War I going on here. All these alliances and whatnot. Romanda, powerful there at the behest of Varroy VI, the blood relation of the Romandan nobility. However, Denamda II's successor, Denamda IV, sure, was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Romanda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Romanda, forced the Romandan army to withdraw after only 3 years. 2 military orders of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, led by the young Barnabeth Beowulf, who would later claim the title of Knight Gallant, and that of the Southern Sky, under Sidolphus Orlando, also known as the Thunder God. Well, certainly we won't be meeting him later. After countless victories at home, these 2 orders had been poised to advance on Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemate. It was Denamda IV's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate, although some claim that he was murdered. His successor, Ondoria III, was ill-suited to the throne and left governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Without Denamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer of preventing Varroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the Northern and Southern Orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war effort. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. Oh man. Yeah, that's how you get bandits. That's how you get a really, really, really bad banditry problem, which is apparently what is happening. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and nobility. Yeah, I mean, frankly, with that backstory, it's like, I'm kind of on the Corpse Brigade side. It's the sort of situation where you, get kicked out of the army after fighting to protect your home from the people you were fighting to free your neighboring nation, who've been repressed for so many years, and then you go home and it's like, sorry, you're fired, and also you're not getting paid. I would also go out into the hills and start robbing wains day in and day out. I don't know. It just seems reasonable at a certain point. Anyway, let's just walk over here to the Mandalia Plain. the prototypical fantasy plains. Oh, this is a fight I've done like 1,000,000 times, it feels like. Man. Okay, so, yeah, what should I do here? Oops, how do I... Oh, that's right, alright. Let's bring Frederick and Lowell over here. Let's bring... Damaris... Oh, wait, oh, Ramza counts. God damn it, no, okay. How do I... Okay, reposition. I'll put him over here, then. Yeah, Frederick, Damaris, Ramza. And then Lowell. I guess that makes sense? Yeah. Yeah. He's got... Should I have him learn something? There's not really anything for him to learn. Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough for Throw Stone, unfortunately. That would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that should be good. Don't have a ton of options this early in the game, so that should be good. Okay. Let's go.
Forward.
Yeah, this is one of these battles I've done like 1,000,000 times, it feels like.
Looks like this one's still alive. What do we do with him?
Specifically because this is like a story battle, but then also this is the one of the locations that you can come back to and fight random battles later on.
What do you think we do with him?
So like this terrain, which is the same every time, is like extremely familiar for that reason.
Your luck's run out, knave. If ever you had any.
Blast! One of the Order's patrol.
The Corpse Brigade. And they've a hostage in their midst.
We must rescue
their captive.
Yeah.
To do less would be unbecoming of men of the Order.
Let's be honorable, I suppose. Argith! Ugh. Yeah, that's the name change I don't like that they made with the War of the Lions translation. And that they kept for this one, of course.
Reinforcements. And none too soon.
And it's just like, he used to be named Algus, which is like, neither of those is like a real name. Yeah, he's special. Neither of those is like a real name that people in the world have, obviously. But like, Argith just sounds more awkward to say in English than Algus does. I guess because Argith, like having the terminating TH, like thorn sound there, it just sounds weird. It just does. Oh, auto battle. No, I'm not gonna auto battle. What does it look like? I ain't gonna rely on AI in this day and age. No, but for real. We should go rescue this guy. I cannot get close enough to do anything, so... Hold on, Argith. What's his name? Argith. It's just, I don't know. Can you throw a rock from here? You can. Yeah, kill that guy. Beat him with a rock. There we go. Cool. I want to get you up here so you can heal him, but not quite yet. She can come up as well. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got our first monster here.
Me then.
Metis. The Panther.
I shall win glory.
Would you... okay, dude. Man, Throwstone has a long range. I guess I should be using that more.
Huzzah!
This guy said huzzah. Dude, you're gonna fucking die.
I'll grow stronger yet.
Great, he gained a level.
Right then.
Awesome. Run away! There's more of them than there are of you. If you weren't standing right there, we could, like, hit that guy for you, but now we can't, so thanks for that. Do they have... No, they don't have a native counter. I think some monsters have a native counter.
We will try 'em.
Monsters are cool, a thing to have in this game. I feel like that's the thing that a lot of tactics games, either they'll, like, only have them in very specific situations, and they won't be playable, like in a Fire Emblem game, for example. But in this game, you can recruit monsters, although it's kind of hard to do so. And it's one of those things that almost feels like a secret.
Stronger than ever.
Gain levels in this game.
Best proceed with caution.
You can come over here and I think throw a rock. Yeah, throw a rock at this guy. Since Argeth insists on fighting for some reason. Idiot. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. He missed. Cool. Alright, and this guy, old Frederick, old Freddy boy, can come around behind and take out most of this guy's HP. Nice. The claw. Ouch. Yeah, and enemies have some sense of, like, self-preservation. If they get hurt and they're, like, gonna die, they'll run away in order to not get hit anymore. Which is cool. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing? Okay, you want to kill that guy, but, like, you were just holding an important spot. Now this guy can just run around and hit our healer. You fucking asshole. God damn it.
Right.
Whatever. I want to kill this panther. Ugh. Yeah. Argeth is... let's just say there is, like, a reason I might be a little, annoyed at him. Besides just, him being a little annoying as a guest character in this game. I'm gonna have this guy heal himself. Physician, heal thyself. Yeah, you know the deal. Chemist, physic to thine own wounds. Gotta get in the spirit of things, you know? Let's see, that guy's blocking, but I want to kill this guy for sure. For having the temerity, the very gall to attack our healer. And now this guy's been doing cool. Yeah, whatever. You can come over here and attack him. And oh, kill him. Nice. Cool.
Sorry.
Oh, I can still... Good going, Freddy. Alright. Delete if you please. Very good. Oh, not quite. Come on, man. You're killing me here. Yeah. They're going after the healer, because they're not dumb. Rifen. You gained a level. What are you even gonna do? Just gonna throw a rock. He'll take that guy out. Yeah. Calm down, Argeth. Yeah, so present back. Yeah. Here. Attack this guy. Bam.
I must keep.
Hey. Gained a level. I'm gonna have you come over here to the safe spot and use another potion on yourself. Still a full heal at this point. That's good.
Best proceed with caution.
Yeah, let's finish this up. Damaris? I don't know. Yeah, kill this guy.
This can't be happening.
Why is she doing, like, literally half as much damage as that other guy?
Are you
Seems
alright?
weird.
I'll be fine.
That must be a
This is
Zodiac
for the Marquis's
sign,
safety, I fear.
Yes. Her brave isn't that low.
The Marquis? The Marquis Elmdor de Limbury was here.
Marquis? Why are they not saying Marquis?
The very
that must be a
same.
British thing. I don't know.
And to whom do I owe my gratitude?
We are Knights Apprentice from the Academy at Gariland. We may be able to help you. But first, I would hear more.
Alright. Victory is ours! We got some money, and we got a couple potions, which is good because we used a couple potions. Yeah, of course they're like rare drops.
My
and
name
stuff
is
later on.
Argath, a knight in His Excellency the Marquis Elmdor de Limbri's household.
Argath. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Elmdor. There's another weird name. Limberry is like, yeah, that's a pretty normal medievally sounding name. Marquis is bugging me though. I don't know why. I've always heard Marquis. Is like Marquis? Is that like that must be a British thing? It must.
A knight, you say?
Well, truth be told, I am a knight apprentice like you.
A knight apprentice. If only there were a term for someone like that.
A fellow knight in training, then. I am Ramza Beowulf, and this is Delita Hyrule, my trusted friend.
Beowulf? You're not of the Beowulfs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you? What fantastic luck! A blessing in the midst of disaster.
What?
The Order can help me rescue the Marquis. It must.
The Marquis is held captive.
The Corpse Brigade captured him, yes, but he still lives. We must act quickly. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me, please! I beg you!
Calm yourself. Who's to say the Corpse Brigade would not take a man alive, save there were value in keeping him so? Of that, you can be sure.
There's little we alone can do against their main host in any case. If the Marquis has been taken hostage, Egros will be in an uproar. You can be sure of that, too.
Then before all else, we will report into Egros. Are we agreed?
Agreed. We'll start there.
Argath. Argath.
Lead the way.
This mother. Okay. No, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. For now, he's just like some dude that we rescued. And honestly, I might just call it there for now. Let's go take a look here. See, a couple people gained some levels. Frederick, and yeah, everyone who was in battle. Was Lowell already level 2?
Yes.
And he still can't be another job. Oh, because he's still only chemist level 1. He didn't gain a job level. He just gained a regular level. He should learn Phoenix Down. That's another thing that like everyone should learn. Basically. Squire. He's got 163. It's not quite enough to get the counter or the movement thing. These other abilities are like, fine, but they're not really the ones you want to get from Squire, you know? Or Damaris. Oh yeah, she's also a level 2 Squire. But also can't quite learn the good abilities. That movement +1 really pays dividends, let me tell you. Down the road. Alright, not really much to do here for now. Yeah, I think I'll call it here for now, and come back to this next time. Which may be like a week from now. I don't know, I haven't decided on the timing exactly. Oh, it changed to controls because it detected me using the mouse. Yeah, my schedule for these, I want to do like one a week, is my basic idea. So, you know, it'll take me a while, and I don't want to like make this into a death march or anything, but we'll see. So far, I like this remake, although there are a couple things that annoy me. I'm not totally sold on some of these changes to these menus. But, I don't know, it does make sense, and I can see how this is going to be really nice later on. I like this stats view, too, where you can actually see everyone's physical. I want them to, like, add a K into physical the same way that they added one to Magick. I think that would have been funny. Good gag. Oh well. cloak physical evasion. Right, because there's a difference between having a shield and using it to block, and having a cloak and using it to avoid. Which are also both different from just regular straight-up physical and magic evasion. Which are, you know, things everyone has a little bit of. That's funny. Yeah, Ramza can move a little more because he's got boots. And as you can see, there's also jump and speed stats. Jump is literally what it sounds like. It's how many tiles up or down they can jump, or horizontal. You can, like, jump over gaps. There's a lot of interesting little simulationist stuff in the combat system in this game that I really like. But I'll dig more into that next time. As we get into our next battle, which I think I remember what it is. It's been a while. Is that the one that's really hard? No, it's the one after that that's really hard. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, probably once a week, and probably the next time you hear me, the sound will be a lot better, because I did actually go and order a new microphone, which will be arriving in a couple days. I wanted to just jump in and go and record this, so you get my somewhat tinny headset mic this time. To make your cursor into a little feather. That's cute. Little quill man. Anyway, yeah, next time I'll probably sound better. And yeah, looking forward to playing more of this game. And yapping more in recording about it, because I love it a lot. And I think there's a lot of cool stuff here. And I'm excited to... one of the reasons I wanted to do this is I have a real tendency to only play games as podcast games, to, like, just lean back and not pay a lot of attention as I'm playing them, and just kind of mash my way through things, and that's really good for things like Souls games, or like JRPGs, like I've been playing the Trails in the Sky remake lately, and that's just kind of a lot of walking around, talking to people, doing cutscenes, and then just like beating up enemies in extremely easy ways over and over again, which is a lot of fun. I think that game's great. But it's not very, like, active. It's not really... I'm not leaning forward. And I wanted to make this a lean-forward experience. Which is both why I bought it on PC, and why I want to record an LP of it. Yeah. I think that's about it. So, until next time, shipmates. Bye.